Last night I watched for the first time the 2014 French version of Beauty and the Beast. I'm not sure how I've never seen this movie before or even really heard of it until the last couple years now. It is one of the most visually stunning fairy tale movies I think I've ever watched. Was the story itself good? Probably would have been better if I could have watched it in French with subtitles. Unfortunately, I could only find the English dub. When I watch a fairy tale movie, this is what I want to see. These are the visuals I want to see. The costume design, the set design, the hair and makeup, 200 out of 10. There were a lot of beautiful dresses, a lot of beautiful hairstyles. There was one hairstyle that I saw it and was like, I need to copy paste that onto my head immediately. So we're gonna try it today. So the first thing I want to do is start on the top section and the front section, this little like headband area. So to do that, I'm taking a section from my ear to the top of my head, and I'm going to split that in half and do a 2-strand twist. To do that, I'm taking the frontmost strand and I'm twisting it in one direction, in this case towards my face. Then I'm going to cross it in the opposite direction over the back strand. I now have a new front and back strand, so I'm going to continue doing that, twisting the strands in one direction and crossing in the opposite direction all the way down. I am also going to stop periodically and really fluff out those sections of the twist here to make it very fluffy and romantic and textured. And I'm just going to braid that down almost all the way and then just tie it off with an elastic before doing the exact same thing on the other side. Once again, taking a section from my ear to the top of my head, splitting that in half and doing a 2-strand twist all the way down, fluffing out the sections of that twist as I go. Those 2 twists done, I'm going to take my tiara here. This is the closest I have to what she's wearing in the film, and I am going to place that right on top where you would normally wear a tiara, and then I'm going to take the 2 twists and they're going to go over where the ends of the tiara are to kind of hide the ends of it, and then up and over behind it like a headband. So it's not going to go directly behind the tiara, there's some space there. I'm just crossing both of those over the top, and I'm just letting the ends dangle for a moment. I'm not tucking them in or anything because I'm going to hide them in the back. To do that, I'm going to take a horizontal section of hair right at the top here, just move that out of the way for a second, and then take the 2 ends of the 2-strand twist that I just did that are kind of dangling on the ends there, and I'm just going to ponytail those together underneath that section I just made. And then when I move the hair back down on top of it, you can't even see them. And this on its own looks like a great hairstyle, but obviously we're not done here. Our next step is to work on the braids in the back. To do that, I need to split the hair in half, but I don't want to ruin that nice smooth look we have going on with any part lines. So I'm going to take 2 sections in the back here and just crisscross them so that when I do split the hair in half, it crisscrosses and covers up any part lines like so. So I'm just going to pull the hair in the back, split it in half, and then clip one side out of the way for now while I work with the second side. With that side, I'm going to split it into 3 sections, and each of these sections I'm going to make a 3-strand braid. I forgot to hit record for that. It's okay though, because we have to do it 5 more times anyways. Now I'm using this, I think it's a 12 or 16 gauge wire, I'm not sure, I don't have the packaging anymore, but I'm just braiding a strand of wire into these braids so that I can shape them into that really unique crisscross shape she has in the back. So I'm just measuring out a length of wire approximately the same length as my hair here. I'm just going to go ahead and cut that, and then the ends are going to be a little bit sharp, so I'm just going to fold them over to make sure I don't poke my head or scratch any hair or anything like that. So I'm just folding the ends over, and then I'm going to take my section of hair, split it into 3 strands, and add the wire to one of those strands, and then do a regular 3-strand braid all the way down. This was a little tricky to get the hang of. It's not hard to do, it's just the wire is so stiff and I'm not used to braiding around something like that. Once I figured out to kind of just move the strands of hair around the wire, it wasn't too bad. I'm gonna do that 6 times total. So remember, we split our hair in half, and each of those halves into 3 sections. And each of those 3 sections are gonna be a 3-strand braid with wire in them. So I'm just making these wired braids here with each strand so that I have 6 total at the end. This is what we have so far, looking a little interesting, but it's gonna look good in the end, I think. Maybe. That wasn't too bad. That took like 15 minutes maybe to do all of these. They're very fun. I like that I can just... Now she has these green accents in her braids, and I think they're more like little vine pieces. I didn't have any, so I'm just grabbing some green ribbon. I'm tying it to the top of the braid and then just wrapping it around and then securing at the bottom with an elastic. Super simple, but it ended up looking really good, and I'm glad I didn't skip this step because it really helped add a lot of definition to the end result. Now next up, we're going to attempt to weave these into a similar pattern to what she has, and I say similar because it kind of looked different in different shots, and also didn't really follow a specific pattern. I thought at first it was just kind of weaving like if you were to make a placemat, that kind of over under, but some of them went like over twice and some went under twice, so essentially I'm just going to crisscross them in the back and do the best that I can, especially considering I can't really see what I'm doing. So I'm starting with the topmost braids, and I'm just angling them diagonally from their position up and over to the opposite side of the head, and I just kind of bent them underneath each other and then pinned each end in place. Even the base where we started from, I pinned both sides of the braids, and then I'm just alternating going on the right side braid and then the left side braid, again just angling it up and over diagonal to where it starts, and then just bending it underneath so it wraps under the braids that are already there and pinning in place against my head. And then once I have the last 2 here, I don't bend them as far up and over like the end placement of the braids. They only go a little ways before crossing and bending underneath the braids that are already there. I'm just eyeballing this. Like I said, her pattern isn't like super specific, so I'm not trying to follow it exactly. I'm just trying to get the roundabout shape of what she had, just that kind of square, oval, octagon. I don't know. But that's it. That's the finished hairstyle. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Her braids definitely look thicker. I think for only using my real hair and no hair pieces, it turned out cute. As far as comfort goes, with the wire added in, it's not really any extra weight. The crown's actually the heaviest part, surprisingly. The hairstyle itself is very light. I like that you can like see through the side of it. I think that's super cool. All right, my friends, that is all I have for you guys today. Let me know if you have any questions at all, and as always, happy hairstyling.
2 hours later.
Okay, it's the end of the day. I wasn't planning to film this, but I know you guys are going to want to watch me take it down, so working in reverse. Something's definitely stuck. One of the wires had wrapped around one of the other wires. My gosh, I'm so hungry. Very gentle. There we go. And not a single hair caught in it. Look at me go. Good. Good. I can feel it collapsing. What is happening here? Can you guys help me out? Tell me what you can see. I can't see anything. Oh. Now to take the rest of it out. That's really satisfying. I almost just poked my eye out with that. And then from here, it's just unravel. Oh, I forgot. And that's it. That's how you take out one of these hairstyles. Okay, well, now that's it.